Hello community, hello friends. Alive here for you on why it is so important to keep your vibration high. So we hear this all the time, you've got to be high vibration, I want to lift my vibration, I want to raise my vibration. Well, what does it actually mean, right? What it means to lift your vibration is to recalibrate to a higher frequency. Everything in life is frequency and vibration. And imagine how you tune into a radio station. You want to tune into radio 4, then you need to use the buttons to connect to the frequency of radio 4 so you can receive radio 4. When we look at our own frequency, it's very similar to that. We need to attune our frequency to match what we want to receive. With vibration, we want to recalibrate to a higher vibration on a regular basis so that we can attract great things back to us that match that frequency. So basically, as human beings, we kind of potter along at a certain vibration, and that vibration is created from the situations we've been in, the life that we've had, the trauma that we've held on to, the stories that we attach to, our lineage, our childhood, how we're brought up, what we believe, the list goes on. And we then create this vibration, which is what I like to look at as like a steady vibration that we kind of resonate at. Now, this vibration that we resonate at can often be very detrimental. It can be immersed and absorbed in negative behaviors and programming and patterns. It can mean that we're often sick or ill or unwell, or there's such a heavy density to our vibration that we're attracting all sorts of negative energies into our lives, and that we are, not very pleasant to be around, and we've got, all of these blockages and imbalances, and the frequency is so low that we're unable to break free from addictions, limiting behaviors, detrimental patterns, and problematic programming. And so what we have to be ready to do if we notice these things, if our vibration is low, we don't feel good, we're not attracting good things into our lives, we have a lot of sickness, we have a lot of illness, we have a lot of negative thoughts, there's so many things. But if we notice that our vibration is low, we have to take our power back and become accountable to our own level of responsibility around stepping up and increasing our vibrational frequency. We need to start to do things that lift the vibration so that we can live better lives, instead of staying stuck in the story of, it always happens to me, why is life so hard, and victim mentality. To change the frequency of vibration, we need to do things that increase it. Think about that radio station. You want to tune into the frequency of, let's say radio 2, you want to tune into the frequency of radio 2, you've got to tune into it to connect to it. With your vibrational frequency, you've got to tune into it to connect to it. So if you want it, if you want more money, if you want more love, if you want better relationships, if you want more contact with other people, if you want a better job, whatever it is, then you have to tune into the frequency of being ready to receive it. And many people believe they're not receiving things, they can't have things, they're not available to them because they're not worthy of them, or because it's too hard, or all of the victim mentalities and stories associated with that. When actually all we need to do is change our vibration to become the receiver of it. To change our vibration is to increase the frequency of cellular vibration. To get everything flowing in a higher frequency means that we are much more likely to attract back the good things in our life, the things that we want. So how do we do this? We increase the frequency of vibration by bringing more energetic impulses into the body, more radiant light into the body, more energized frequencies into the body. We raise the frequency of vibration by lifting the cellular stimulation and increasing it. Say, for example, our cells are vibrating at a frequency of around 50%. If we chant a mantra, we can increase the frequency of vibration in the cells by another 50%, and we can then be vibrating at 100%. So we want to do something that lifts the vibration. This is taking us away from the negative programming and bringing us into something that actually lifts us. So when we raise our vibration, it's not only conscious things that we do, like meditating, like eating great foods, like making sure we have plenty of fruit and vegetables in the diet, practicing yoga, chanting mantra, etc. It's also really simple things that bring joy. Joy is one of the highest frequencies there is. Love is the highest frequency there is. All of these, gratitude is the highest frequency there is. These frequencies are so high that if we do things that create them, then the vibration naturally lifts anyway. So if we enjoy dancing and we dance, we will lift our vibration. If we enjoy eating great, healthy, beautiful plant-based foods, and we love to do that, it brings us joy, then that will lift our vibration. If we love to learn a language, or love to go to a dance class, or love to go out in nature for walks, or swim in a saltwater pool, or go to the ocean, these things, if we love them and they bring us joy, unconditional joy, love, pleasure, gratitude, we are lifting our vibration by doing those simple things. So it isn't always about this strict structure or discipline, although that is really important that we have a disciplined practice. But it's not always about that. It's about creating more joy. The more joy that we create, excuse me, the more joy that we create for ourselves, the more we lift our vibrational frequency. A high vibrational being is going to flow freely in the energy channels. A low vibrational being will have blocked and imbalanced energy channels. When our energy doesn't flow freely, we do not live an easeful life. We will have physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual distress, or all of those, or a collective of them. If we are lifting the vibration regularly, the energy channels flow. So we have more likelihood for physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health and wellness. When we do things that lift the vibration, we become the frequency of what we want to call in. We become love. We become light. We become gratitude. We become abundance. All right. So this is really important that you are lifting your vibration on a regular basis. If you are noticing you don't feel good, and noticing that there are imbalances physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and you are sitting in that and dwelling in it and doing nothing about it and spending every single day in it, sticking to your stories and excuses of why life is so hard for you, then your next step is to take action. You must take action to lift your vibration, whether it's getting a coach, getting a counselor, going to see an energy healer, whether it's going out in nature, taking a retreat, shifting whatever needs to be shifted. And if you don't know what it is, you must reach out to someone who does, who can support you. I'm so happy to hear from you. I am a transformational coach, a soul guide, and a master of energetics. And I would love to hear from you if you're struggling with your energetics in any way, shape, or form. But especially if some of that landed true for you, that you are stagnant, you are operating in this low vibrational space, and I know there is something so much more profound that you can connect to. Thank you so much for listening.